Yo, what is going on, my movie goers? It is your boy Press Buttons. Welcome to another episode of the Movie Goer with Press Buttons. It's been a while since I've done a podcast on here. This is gonna be one of those podcasts where like you just do a podcast when you have a subject or something to talk about. Now, I've had something to talk about for a while, but I've just kind of forgotten about it. I've been kind of busy this summer as well, so that's why I haven't really done it. But today I have something that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about this experience called 4DX. This is available at Regal. Now it's available at Cineworld, but that is in like across the world, like the UK or wherever. Today I'm going to show you what exactly is a 4DX experience. So I'm going to go and share my screen here. Okay, okay, yes, y'all see it. Okay, perfect. So this is 4DX. I'm going to go ahead and show you. So 4DX is an immersive experience where it feels like you're actually in the movie. So those are kind of what the seats look like. Actually, that's a better view. These are the movies that are playing. So they're playing A Quiet Place Day 1, Despicable Me 4, Lord of the Rings, Lord of the Rings. So the 3 Lord of the Rings. I don't watch it, so. These are the movies that are coming soon. Twisters, Deadpool and Wolverine, Borderlands, Alien Romulus, Beetlejuice, Transformers 1. This is not a real Transformers. This is just a cartoonish one. So for those of y'all who are Transformers fans, don't get excited. And then the Wild Robot. I will go and tell y'all what you can experience in a 4DX movie. Let's see, there's like just a little chart. Now there'd be a chart on here, but apparently there's not. Okay. Wait, this is okay. 4DX equipped auditoriums employ motion-enabled chairs. Basically, the chairs just kind of rock around a little bit. Maybe you're maybe if you're watching Fast and Furious, the chairs will be shaking around like crazy. There's like a race or some sort of car scene going on. They create strong vibrations and sensations. Yes, so your seat does vibrate as well as other environmental controls for simulated weather or other conditions such as lightning, rain, flashing lights, fog, and strong scent. So it kind of warns you have any risks about the risks of doing a 4DX movie. Maybe you have any neck pains, or maybe your wife is pregnant. All that they're not, or epilepsy symptoms. You may not want to do this. I've done one. I actually went to go see Mission. I went to go see Fallout. Where's Fallout? This is the exact one that I went to go see. Oh, yeah, it might be copyright. I probably should do that. This is the one that I went to go see. The exact one, in fact. Go ahead. Let's go back. So to look at this, I want to mute the audio because I don't know how. Actually, we can watch this. This is at Cineworld, but it's going to be a little bit different. But this is kind of what the movies look like in action. So I'm going to go and show you this video real quick.
Hello Cineworlders, Daniel J. Layton here to take you behind the screens and uncover some of the movie magic that goes into 4DX. 4DX is actually the latest in a long evolution of 4D film presentation. It's a process that goes back decades, so strap in, let's take a walk down memory lane. 4D cinema is defined as the combination of a 2D or 3D film with physical effects that occur in sync with the image on screen. The first commercial 4D film was The Sensorium, which debuted at a Six Flags in Baltimore in 1984. Heard of Smell-O-Vision? Don't worry if you haven't, it was only used in one movie, 1960's Scent of Mystery, but this was one of the earliest examples of 4D technology. Sensurround debuted in 1974 with the film Earthquake, and it was replaced in 1977 by Dolby Stereo, which made subwoofers a common addition to cinema. The director William Castle was an early practitioner of 4D technology in the 50s and 60s. His film The Tingler, starring Vincent Price, induced mild electric shocks into the audience, which is one way to stop you drifting off mid-film. So what's the difference between 4DX, 3D and 2D? Well, if we think of 2D as the standard flat image cinema projection, and 3D uses stereoscopy to create the illusion of a three-dimensional image, 4DX builds on that to provide a multi-sensory cinema experience. The format uses a variety of special effects, including vibrating and moving chairs, synced to immerse us in the physical world of our favourite movies, whether that's the car chase in the latest Fast and Furious blockbuster, or the hero-on-villain epic battle in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But movement doesn't really do it justice. These seats, they roll, they heave, they twist, they shake, they backkick. It's all to make you feel every jolt, every punch, every hair-raising Hollywood escape. 4DX deploys a total of 21 effects, so as well as the seats, you'll feel wind, you'll feel water, snow, you might even get your ankles tickled. And do you remember Smell-O-Vision? I've got a list of actual scents here, so you can smell during the course of your film. The Rose Garden, Flower Shop, Pacific Breeze, I'd buy that as a candle, White Gardenia, Coffee, Raspberry, Gunpowder, and delicious burning rubber. By now, I bet you can't wait to experience 4DX. Well, you should know it's only available at Cineworld. We opened our first in Milton Keynes in 2015, and since then we've opened multiple across the UK and Ireland. And there's more opening soon, spreading like butter. Butter on delicious cinematic toast. And listen, you don't have to take just my word for it, because the box office results speak for themselves. In 2018, the global 4DX box office reached $290 million. In 2019, Avengers Endgame in 4DX exceeded 2.6 million viewers. And in July 2019, Aladdin and The Lion King in 4DX became box office smashes, setting new records of over 3 million viewers, which is the largest score ever for global viewers per month. 4DX is in more screens than ever before, so take a look at the link in the description and find your nearest 4DX experience. And if you've got any questions about how this process works, pop them in the old comments down there, and don't forget to check out our other behind the screens video. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to sit here and wait for them to re-release Spice World in 4DX. It should be any day now. I've got time. Iconic film. Guys? Victoria Beckham is a comic genius.
Okay. So that's basically kind of a little taste of 4DX. Like he said, it had fog, lights, wind. Oh, here's another one. Here's another video. Let's look at this real quick. This is another video.
4DX features. 4DX consists of two main types of effects, motion seats and atmospherics. Our motion chairs include two base movements, including roll and pitch, which can be combined to create endless possibilities. Phase air effects shoot forward bursts of air to express sudden actions taking place. Water effects spill off the screen and into the theater. Scent effects add another layer to the space between the scene.
Okay, let me rewind this real quick. if you are wondering what that little thing is right there, that is a switch to turn water on or off. So maybe you don't want to get wet during a movie, especially like a movie, The Meg, for example. It's about a shark, right? So you know there's going to be a lot of water. You can turn it off right there. You press that little button and it should turn red and it will say water off. So that means you won't get wet at all. Then water on is where it's blue. Now the scent, when I went to the 4DX, I did do it one time. It was a while ago though. It was when there's a scent, right? And I did smell something. I don't remember what I smelled, but it smelled like something. And it actually like squirt in my face for some reason. I thought it would be like air or something like that, but it was little like mist a little bit, not like water, but it was like a little bit of mist coming at you to make you smell it, which I didn't necessarily like it because I turned off the water because I don't really like necessarily getting wet. Like I don't really like 4D. I wanted to try it because I knew you could turn off the water, so I wanted to try it out, but I think it was fun. I just don't like the surprise of getting wet. Like if you know like when it's really coming, then I don't necessarily mind. Because I don't know like how wet you're gonna get and all that. So that's why I don't really go on I don't really do 4D experiences really. Like when I went to Universal back in 2021, there's Transformers the ride 3D for those of y'all who went to Universal or gone to Universal. Great ride, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's one of the coolest and high-tech rides that I have been on ever. Like the falling, if y'all been, here's a spoiler alert, if y'all been on the Transformers ride, there's like this optical illusion where it's like you're falling down, but you're really not. Like you're falling off this high skyscraper, but you're really not falling. But there's one scene where there was water, but it says Transformers the Ride 3D, not Transformers the Ride 4D. So it did have some 4D effects within it. So it was shaking around, had the 3D glasses, it had warm air, like it was like heat blowing at me. There was a few droplets of water, literal droplets, not mist. It was little droplets of water. And after we go over this, I want to tell y'all how my experience from what I remember somewhat years back.
Sense effects add another layer to the space between the scene and the auditorium. Bubble effects bring to life the buoyant atmosphere of the scene. Fog effects fill up the auditorium to create a sense of place and setting. Wind effects can recreate scenes from a turbulent storm or a gentle...
I just want to be sure, okay, y'all can hear me, because it said my mic and cam was already in use somewhere. So I just want to be sure y'all can hear me. Alright, that's all I was wanting to check.
breeze, or the sensation of flight and speed. Rain effects shower down onto the audience. Light effects produce flashes of lightning and strobe effects for a dynamic visual sensation. Floating snow, which brings a glowing ambience to the auditorium. Storm-like effect with rain swirling through the auditorium. Mildly heated air, which delivers a sense of warmth. The best choice for the future, 4DX. 4DX's immersive cinematic experience presents the future of the movie industry. The absolute cinema experience. 4DX.
Going to stop sharing my screen. Okay, I'm gonna go and talk about my experience from what I remember going to the theater. So we actually went to go to Orlando. I don't remember why we went. Because really, if anyone goes to Orlando, they want to go to Disney or Universal or SeaWorld. If y'all want me to make a podcast on theme parks, let me know. I could maybe try to do that sometime. But anyway, I've not been to a theme park within like 3 years. The last time I went was Universal. That was 2021. The last time I've been to a theme park. But I want to go again. I want to go in 2025 because they're opening their new park called Epic Universe. And that one's going to have Super Nintendo World. Something that I've been waiting for a long time. It started in Japan, Universal Japan. Then it came to Hollywood. And then next year it comes to Orlando finally. So I think it's Beijing, I think, is another Universal. I think that one's going to be left out, which they might bring it at some point. So anyway, let's go and talk about it. So it was at, I'll actually tell you the exact theater that we went to when we came to visit Orlando. I still don't remember why. I'll go ahead and share my screen for just a second. Let's see. I'll just do it on this one. Share screen. This is it. Regal Point, Orlando. This is the exact one I went to go to a 4DX. This is like the only 4DX theater near us. Now there is one. So I guess that's what it used to look like. So this is what it looks like on the outside. This is what it looks like on the inside. This is actually the 4DX theater right there. Yeah, March 57. I really recommend y'all checking him out. He's really, really good at it, at these movie theater stuff. Oh yeah, and they do have an IMAX theater there as well. Let's see if I can find like a video of the theater, like in real, like IRL. Oh no, this is the theater. If y'all live in Florida, y'all can go check it out. Yeah, that's the IMAX theater. Oh, here it is. This is what it looks like on the inside. We were actually down. That was maybe our row right around there. We were like down like over there. We were in like kind of close. We were pretty close to the screen, and we were like kind of on the left. I remember. That's a big IMAX screen. That's actually pretty much how big mine is near me. Yeah, that's a big screen. IMAX theaters give me joy. Oh, I think we're gonna go see Inside Out 2 and Despicable Me 4. So I'll be doing reviews on that soon. I think we're gonna go see the Minions 1, Despicable Me 4 first, because it's gonna be my sister's first movie. Let's give her a round of applause real quick. My sister's first movie. It's a day I've been waiting for a long time. I know that she'll definitely enjoy it. So we're gonna take her to this. We'll see in 4DX. I'm just kidding now. She would probably cry. But yeah, I'm excited for her. I know she'll enjoy it. She loves Minions and all that, so I know she's definitely gonna enjoy it. But anyway, I just want to talk to y'all about my experience of actually going to the 4DX theater. So you go. Of course, we got our tickets $74 I think it was like $70-something. 2 adults, 1 child. Again, this was Mission Impossible. That was back in 2018. Literally, 2 adults, 1 child. Like, what in the world? I don't really know why it's that expensive. I mean, I know it's a lot of expensive equipment. It's like one of the highest and best experiences you can ever experience in a movie theater. Who knows what it's gonna end like soon? Now, it might be. I'm very curious to see what movie theaters are gonna do, or maybe movie theaters may shut down at some point. You never know. You never know what the future is gonna hold. I wonder. I feel like movie theaters will go extinct. Definitely not now or anytime soon. I want to say I don't know, because like because you can pretty much everybody can just watch movies online nowadays. Like now we got Disney Plus, Netflix, Hulu, Peacock, Apple TV Plus. We have all these, and even live TV. We have Sling, Xfinity. You can use that online. We got Fubo. We have Sling. Our neighbor lets us use Fubo to watch baseball game. Because we don't get the channel on our Sling, so we get it on from our neighbor's Fubo. So, anyway. Okay, well, anyway, yeah. So, I feel like at one point, I know it's going to be no time soon, they're going to have movie theaters such as of course, I don't know what I'm saying, sorry. The point what I'm trying to say is movie theaters may or may not shut down. Although I don't want it to shut down because movie theaters are like really nice, somewhere new to go to with a big screen. But you never know, people may start producing their movies on like Fubu or not Fubu, Prime Video, Vudu. No, actually no, it's not Vudu, it's now Fandango at Home. I think Fandango finally bought. So this is kind of the weird thing. It was Fandango Fandango Now, right? And Vudu. Then Vudu bought Fandango, or it was kind of like Vudu Fandango. I think they were merging together, and then for the final time, they decided for Fandango to just take it all. So it's now called Fandango at Home. Cool fact: Warner Brothers owns partial of Fandango, and Universal owns a majority of Fandango. So bought stocks. That's kind of a cool fact. I just found that out today. But anyway, so let's go and talk about my experience. So I went in. I was a little scared because I was young. I was little. I was a little scared to do this, so I decided to go but I just wanted to do it. So I sat down and there were just trailers happening, nothing. And then it said, put on your 3D glasses. So I put on my glasses, but I was afraid my seat was going to go and go nuts and all that, like I thought, like during trailers. And it didn't. So I sat down, and then the movie started. When the Paramount logo showed up, my seat immediately started vibrating. And then at the beginning, there's a helicopter scene, so there's a lot of wind going in, and then the Mission Impossible song saying and the seats just started going and going, like it just got really cool. And there's one point I remember where it was raining in the movie theater, like it literally rained, and that's one of the things. of course, started skydiving, and I had my feet down, of course, like a normal person, and apparently I felt something under my feet. Now, of course, in the video they were talking about the ticklers. It's like a little string that just kind of zips a little. Like it sounds like a zipper, kind of, or whatever. And it just felt like air blowers, and it was skydiving. I wouldn't necessarily imagine why they would need ticklers for a skydiving scene, but anyway, so that was happening. So I kept my feet up the entire time, worrying if it was gonna go off again because I didn't necessarily enjoy that. And in this, like, towards the end of the movie, it's like the final scene or whatever, and literally the theater starts going nuts. The seats went crazier than it has through the entire movie, and there was snow, there was wind everywhere. I mean, it just got insane, like very, very, very insane. It felt like a real roller coaster. Now, another thing for those of y'all who are Universal Studio fans in Florida, if y'all like the Ride Rocket, don't recommend it. It's pretty scary. I would not be riding that again. The only reason why I wrote it was because I had no idea if I would be able to do that, if I was going to have the chance to do it again. And like, when I never knew when the next time I would go to Universal, because we don't go to theme parks that often, of course. But anyway, it was wild. It was a wild time. But yeah. And then yeah, the end of the movie, and yeah, I'd say I would say it's okay. It's very, very, very immersive. Like, if you want to feel like you're in the movie, you want to go for it. I liked the part that I liked was the moving seats. I always like motion simulators. So like, I went to a camp. I actually went up to Tennessee, and I went to Wilderness of the Smokies. It's about 30 minutes from Dollywood. Never been to Dollywood, but I would love to go one day. For those of y'all who are theme park fans, once again, there y'all go. Today's your lucky day. It's 30 minutes from Dollywood, like 30 minutes from like right where Pigeon Forge is, where like the dinner shows like Hatfield McCoy, the Pirate Show, Dolly Parton Stampede, all the Comedy Barn, whatever else is down there, like all the go-kart places, the Ripley attractions, Ripley's Haunted Adventure. I would never do that because I hate haunted houses. And then the Believe It or Not, everything, the WonderWorks, everything down there. We're about 30 minutes from. I looked on Apple Maps. I went to Wilderness at the Smokies, and there's an arcade there, and they have the XD experience, and that is kind of the same thing that they go for in a 4D theater, but less immersive. There's 8 seats, and it's a tiny little theater, like literally tiny. It's a small screen, but it looks big in the theater. But it's very small compared to like it's probably about as big. It's wide and it's curved a little bit, but I would say tall wise, I'd say it's probably as tall as like a 95-inch TV, maybe. But that they measure screens diagonally, not up and down. I'm just kind of saying up and down, basically. It's big for the theater, but not for like just comparing it to a regular movie screen. But it fits 8 seats. This one, it's known as XD or 7D, so it's the 7th dimension. And you're probably wondering, what could possibly be in the 7th dimension? That we're going from 4D, we're going from 2D to 3D to 4D, and all the way up to 7D. And yeah. And y'all probably wondering, what in the world? We're going from 4D all the way to 7D. What about 5D and 6D? I don't know what a 5D... I think, no. Infinite Forms. I did that. I think I know. There's a Ripley's Moving Theater. And that one, I think they consider it 5D. I don't know about 6D. I can look it up real quick. and see what a 6D movie basically is. I heard they made a 9D theater. I don't know exactly what's in it, but I know it wasn't anywhere else in the world, or like where I am, probably across the world. I can search up 6D theater. So they have one at Wonderworks in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. 6D XD motion theater. It's kind of the same thing that I did. I was like, wait, what? I honestly have no idea. I honestly have no idea what I don't know. But anyway, basically it has less effects. It has 3D. Now the 3D technology is not it's not, it looks like there's still kind of two characters, but you still get like the 3D immersive experience if you kind of understand what I'm saying. You don't get the full 3D kind. You do, but it doesn't. But it doesn't form into one picture. It still kind of looks like two. There's nothing wrong with my vision. I don't wear glasses. The only glasses I wear are sunglasses and blue light block glasses, which I have them right here. I wear them at night sometimes. But anyway, the only effects that it had was moving seats, vibration, wind, and strobe lighting. That was it. That was literally it. And then the 3D. That's the only effect. There's no water, no rain, no. I mean, I guess you maybe could consider thunderstorms with the strobe lighting, but there's one unique little thing that they have that no other theater has. It's a laser gun. So basically, there's an enemy in the movie that you're doing in the XD theater, and you're shooting the laser gun at the enemy. And that's pretty much it. That's the only unique thing. Which, it's fun. It's a 5-minute little movie. It's fun. I did the movie Neon Ninja. I did it about 4 times. I did it 4 times. No, 3 times. Sorry, 3 times. I did it 3 times because it was so much fun. I got the whole theater to myself. And yeah, it's fun. If y'all, they have my arcades. They actually have one in Pigeon Forge. At the island. If y'all go to the island, there's a 7D adventure down there. That's the first time I did it, was down there. And then the second time, or like second, third, and fourth time I did it at the Wilderness at the Smokies. So at the island, they do have a 7D theater. Which, if y'all want me to talk about that, let me know. I actually may do I will do a whole podcast on it. Which there's really not a lot to talk about. But I think that's pretty much it. 4DX, if you like immersive experiences, please go and try it out. They're only available at Regal theaters, as long as I know it's in the US. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, hey, happy 4th of July. Hope that y'all had a great day. I went to a 4th of July parade today, and my sister loved it. Actually, they had really, it's downtown, not downtown, but like downtown in like a certain city. They actually had they're like sponsors, or like companies that were just kind of promoting. They were throwing out candy. Some of them had water. And did I get wet? Yes, I did. I did unfortunately get wet. They had these dang stupid water guns. They should know that some of these people don't want to get wet. But I mean, it was kind of hot, so it felt a little bit good. But I didn't necessarily want a whole droplet of water, a whole squirt of water coming at me. One of them got my phone and my watch wet. I was holding up my phone, and it went right on my phone. Phone got wet. Thank goodness it's okay. I have it right here. It's A-okay, nothing going on with it, but I really did not like how they squirt my phone. I mean, it's an iPhone 15. It's the newest one, so it should be fine. But anyway, it works. It works fine. The speakers work fine. Everything works fine. And there's this circus that was, there were no clowns there. Thank goodness. They had it was a circus. They were like sponsoring, so they decided to be in the parade. There was a mime, and the mime looked at me. He was like, "Follow me." And Taki just did like the little come here little sign that you do with your hands. And he walked over my seat and he sat down in my seat. And I was like, bruh, why'd you do that? Why did you sit in my seat? So I just sat there. I didn't know what to do. My dad said, hey, give him a piece of candy. Maybe he'll go. So I gave him a piece of candy. He just hopped out of his seat, got the candy, just ran off. I'm like, what? Yeah, Mime, get out of here. For those of y'all who are Pokemon fans, Mr. Mime. I'm sure that y'all know Mr. Mime if y'all are Pokemon fans. Yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys. Hope that y'all enjoyed this podcast. Happy 4th of July. Hope that y'all have a great day today. And yeah, I will see y'all in another podcast. All right, have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.